Hello and welcome to Nagaland TV. This is Imchun and you're watching News Now. Now the news in headlines. Indian men's hockey team bags bronze in Tokyo Olympics 2020. Defeats Germany 5-4 in the bronze medal playoffs. Wins an Olympic medal after a gap of 41 years. National Commission for Protection of Child Rights issues notice to Twitter India to take legal action against an image shared by Congress leader Rahul Gandhi. Election strategies. Prashant Kishor resigns as principal advisor to Punjab Chief Minister Captain Amarinder Singh. Political masterminds conveyed his message in a letter to the Punjab Chief Minister. Samajwadi Party takes out cycle yatras across Uttar Pradesh against the centre and the state government to protest over the issues of price rise, unemployment, farm loans. As Nagaland government implies odd-even formula for vehicle movement to tackle COVID situation, citizens of the state express different opinions regarding order. And now the news in detail. As the COVID-19 situation escalates rapidly, the government of Nagaland has been bringing up different schemes and methods to tackle the spread of COVID-19 in the state. One of those methods include the implementation of vehicles traveling on the basis of odd and even numbers. This is done so in order to limit the traffic as well as the spread of coronavirus. However, the citizens of the state have different opinions regarding this order. Our reporter Kumridong Nungti has more reports regarding this. Come, let's have a look.
Itu odd even thaka tu makan tu do kasek mane kile mane kari ekta duita thaka mano khan tu wale tu ki down san jabo kole bi ekta ekla tu bisi dok pai makan tu na thakai bal tu bal ase makan tu
odd even thakile bi ko kiba na ini hesab na thaki na ini gare to ini damadam bera ase
lockdown do odd even do hobo lage jele etia bi etia corona do ini ase to itu For me, I
think it's okay. It's good because at least this way the traffic will be a little it will be more convenient for us to move around. No, that's what I think.
Itu thaka bala so tiban to nole gari jam si tage na to manakon duk pai romen to public kan bi bishi duk pai ole man to delivery kore man to odd even system nai.
In my opinion, odd even number thaya to hatai delivery hojawa nisna so itia to. Everybody is aware of the situation, and only if lagyatam dehi bhar wala ase sab bondebi to hatai del amila opinion do hatai delle bal hobo ina babi ase.
Itu Nagaland de itia gari odd even July thaka to hami laga babna de to itu bishi bal ase itu follow koribo lage jodi itu balbra follow na korile itu manukhan bishi digdar pai thake hami khan Nagaland de to itia odd even July thaklebi itu public can be strictly to follow na kore खुशी बिराए ट्रैफिक खान भी हैरान हो जाए ना कि होए को भी ना कोई जाए कितने बार ना तो इन्हीं का बड़ा इतना भी ट्रैफिक प्रॉब्लम तो दिमापुर दे इन्हीं का ही आसे
और इवन तो थैगलेविन सेम ही है ना इतो राय ने खुली दिले पलस.
Okay, thank you for getting this time. As for us, like for wage earner like us, we don't want the odd even system because for wage earner like us, we face so many difficulties. Because we have to go and earn daily for our families, and also it's very difficult for us.
Saya takibin Nagaland TV for more stories, for more news updates. Mo si reporter Kumito Nungti with my camera person Chua Jinglong.
Moving on to the next news. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh on Wednesday called on Prime Minister Narendra Modi to discuss a wide range of topics. The meeting took place at the PM's official residence at Lok Kalyan Marg in New Delhi. The prevailing condition of the COVID-19 pandemic, along with the state's effort in tackling the situation, was discussed during the meeting. Manipur Chief Minister took up the adversities of the pandemic and expressed his gratitude in dealing with it when he met Prime Minister Modi on Wednesday at his residence. Expressing his gratitude towards PM Modi and his assistance to help the state recover from the COVID-19 pandemic, Biren also highlighted the state's current situation. The state officials also informed that the PM and Biren had a detailed discussion on sectors including roads and bridges, including water resources, drinking supply water, building infrastructure, airport development, livelihoods and law and order, amongst others. The National Commission for Protection of Child Rights has issued a notice to Twitter India to tackle legal action against an image shared by Congress leader Rahul Gandhi. The image revealed the identity of family members of a rape victim, which is a violation of provisions under POCSO Act. It is also a violation of Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Act. The National Commission for Child Rights further asked the micro-blogging platform to remove the photo. The child rights body has also reported the Delhi police to take action against Gandhi over the matter. Rahul Gandhi on Wednesday shared an image of himself with the parents of a Dalit minor who allegedly raped and killed by a priest and 3 employees of a crematorium near southwest Delhi. The Samajwadi Party took out cycle yatras across Uttar Pradesh on Thursday against the centre and the state government to protest over the issues of price rise, unemployment, farm loss, crime and jail to SP leader Azam Khan. SP chief Akhilesh Yadav led the protest. He left the party headquarters in Lucknow at 10 a.m. on his bicycle and ride towards Janeshwar Mishra Park. Former member of the Lok Sabha, Dimple Yadav, flagged off the cycle yatra that was taken out at tehsil level in all districts of Uttar Pradesh. Earlier, the Samajwadi Party said in a tweet on Wednesday that this yatra will cover 5 to 10 kilometers in all districts. The cycle yatra is being carried out on the occasion of the 89th birth anniversary of SP leader Janeshwar Mishra. Election strategist Prashant Kishor has resigned as the principal advisor to Punjab Chief Minister Captain Amarinder Singh. The political mastermind conveyed his message in a letter to the Punjab Chief Minister, where he cited that he wished to take a temporary break from an active role in public life. Prashant Kishor also added that he is yet to decide on his future course of action. Political circles have been abuzz with rumors of Prashant Kishor joining the Congress. Prashant Kishor's meeting with the Congress leaders Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vatra last month set off these speculations. According to sources, Rahul Gandhi also brainstormed with senior party leaders on the pros and cons of poll strategist Prashant Kishor joining the party. Erstwhile, Prashant Kishor's meeting with NCP chief Sharad Pawar had also triggered a wave of speculation in political circles. Indian men's hockey team today displayed a great game of counter-attacking play as it defeated Germany 5-4 in the bronze medal playoffs at the Tokyo Olympic today. Indian men's hockey team won an Olympic medal after a gap of 41 years. It is India's third hockey bronze medal in the history of the Olympics. India's last of the 8 Olympic gold came back in the 1980 Moscow Games. For India, Simranjit Singh scored twice in 17th and 34th minutes, while Hardik Singh, Harmanpreet Singh and Rupinder Pal Singh were the other goal getters for India in the 27th, 29th and 31st minute respectively. Germany's goals were scored by Timur Orus, Niklas Wellner, Benedikt Ferk and Lukas Winfeder in 22nd, 24th, 25th and 48th minutes of the game. Soon after the Indian women's hockey team lost the 2020 Tokyo Olympics semi-final against Argentina, India's Olympic star Vandana Kataria's family were subjected to Caste slur. The incident took place soon after Rani Rampal-led Indian team lost semi-final match against Argentina on August 4. Crackers were being burst outside Vandana's house in Haridwar and men from upper caste were hurling casteist remarks against her family. Following a complaint by her family members, Sitkal police station has detained one person. However, an FIR based on the complaint is yet to be registered. Ravi Dahiya, who reached the final of men's freestyle 57 kg event in the ongoing Tokyo Olympics 2020, faced his opponent's disgraceful attitude in the semi-finals. During the final minute of the match, Kazakhstan grappler Nur Islam Sanayev was biting Dahiya on his arm when the Indian grappler had pinned him down. Dahiya, who was trailing 2-9 in the semi-final bout, ended up recording a famous win over Sanayev to secure his berth in the final. Former Indian batsman Virender Sehwag noticed Sanayev's unsportsmanlike attitude at the event and lashed out at him on social media. Dahiya is the second Indian wrestler to qualify for the summit clash in the history of the Olympics. He will be up against Zavur Yugayev of ROC in freestyle 57 kg gold medal bout. The Rajya Sabha on Wednesday passed the Deposit Insurance and Credit Guaranteed Corporation Amendment Bill amid opposition uproar. According to Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, the proposed legislation is expected to help small depositors, including those of the stressed PMC Bank. The bill proposes that even if a bank is temporarily unable to fulfill its obligations due to restrictions such as moratorium, depositors can access their deposits to the extent of the deposit insurance cover through interim payments by the Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation DICGC. For this, the bill seeks to insert a new section in the DICGC Act 1961. The DICGC may differ or vary the receipt of repayments due to IT from the insured bank and to empower the corporation to charge penal interest in case of delay in repayment by the bank to the corporation. As the COVID-19 second wave is expected to come to an end by the end of this year, the fear of the third COVID-19 wave hitting the country is increasing day by day. The fact that India faced a severe second wave of infection, preparing oneself for the third wave would be a great idea. Nagaland has also begun to prepare itself for the third hit of the pandemic. In an exclusive interview with Nltv, CMO Dimapur, Dr. Mua spoke about the different steps taken by the government in order to fight the expected wave of COVID-19. Mua also mentioned about the improvements in healthcare infrastructure by the state.
So manuke swagat korase Nagaland TV de aji mohandu itu yate CMO office te anase amena sir Dr. Mua temjun taike lok laise itu amian pandemic duibar ahina ase to icha third pandemic ahasu gune khobor pa ase mon sob ahi jise gune India de to amian Nagaland kan kiman prepared ase itu saule amian kiman tayar hoine ase itu lok khota ko laisa ji sir lo. Welcome sir. Mula first question thakya do first pandemic te the first or second pandemic to हम face कर already तो इतो time de इतो ला ऊपर अपनी किवा कोई दिवी first or second pandemic ला ऊपर
yeah first to American government shop it was something very new it government in somehow whatever we are learning on the spot thati prahi काम गुरिगना ऐसे though fortunately case to thagise hoile bi manu mora bishi thaga nai first wave ti to hoile bi second wave ai jaise to second wave ti to amakan olap to hikai gana thagise itia do olap to kobo hoile prepare gurina thagise but unfortunately the virus variant to alak hobra manubi bishi mori jaise hoile bi ini paradak amakan health system aru health unit hospital kan nishina bi private sector can be involved kurigana abra of course manu morabi thagise KSP bishi high thagise but somehow itia tak to ini phalbra ini kurigana is the second wave tak be so we're expecting for the third wave only be itia be second wave to ini jaya se only be itia case komdi hua karone amagan we are in a comfortable position as of now
to sir third wave icha ahas gonna mainstream media de mohandu punchi se gunu ko ase kiman mainstream media se news channels kan kiman ase all over India amiana India de punchi se gune to itu lo opor de mo hodio munche thaka do amihan Nagaland yete kiman prepared hoina ase amihan na Nagaland te
agiti kwan nishina itia first wave aise second wave aise tatipra amakan ini step by step olap to preparation do olap phalwala jaiga na ase itia firstly amakan manpower problem bishi thagise to department government bra saigana bishi jon manpower do nurse pi hobi doctor kam bi hobi increase kuri dise kurigana amakan facility bishi thaga nai olebi by amakan through experience amakan what is the requirement idu janigana itia amakan infrastructure increasing the number of beds in the hospital oxygen bishi lagi ase eto karone oxygen can be sufficient itia to anigana ase oxygen plant be in almost all the district hospital de itia to install kurise aru testing can karone be right now data medical and diagnostic tatibra aigana aru to increase the speed of testing aigana itia kam kuri ase আজিকালি নহয় এইটো কিছা ভ্যাকসিন ওলাই গৈছে এইটো বিষয়ে মানুহটো দেহ নিজৰ ভাৱনা আলাগ আছে হলি বেছি মানুহটো ভ্যাকসিনটো নলই না আছে তো এইটো ভ্যাকসিন ওপৰত আপুনি অলপ আমি আনা পাব্লিক খান কিবি কিংগা আছে কি আছে অলপ জনাই দিলে ভাল বেছি মানুহটো ইচাবি এগেইনষ্ট কৰি আছে না ইটোলা আমাখন ওই কথাটো বেশি শুনিছে আৰু কোনোবা এন্টি ভ্যাকসিন ক্যাম্পেইন নিচিনা বি religion side lagabi hobi even from the amakan scientific side prabi kunuba to iniga kotha to bishi ayase hoile bi amakan ko to let's look at the data vaccine kiman loise kiman ke infection hoise kiman morise aro vaccine nalo khan kiman infection hoise kiman morise idui compare kori ase to yati amakan dimapur de holibi around breakthrough infection goi vaccine lagana 700 nishina ase holibi dati morado first dose loa khan olap morise second dose loa to khali duijoni morise holibi itu dosar bimar thaga pra itu karone itu data pra thikai di ase vaccine loa pra amakan ki protect kori ase
তো আজি মানে কথা কওঁ মহান স্যার আপনি টাইম না থাকিলে ইন স্পাইট অফ বিজি শিডিউল আপনি মহাঙ্গে টাইম দিনিং কথা কই দেওয়ার বেশি থ্যাঙ্কস দে আছে
Moving on to the next news, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal slammed Lieutenant Governor Anil Baijal for holding a COVID-19 review meeting with officials behind the back of elected government on Wednesday. Taking it to Twitter, Kejriwal said it is against Constitution and Supreme Court judgment to hold such parallel meetings behind the back of elected government. The Delhi government already has a strained relationship with the Lieutenant Governor. Kejriwal's tweet is likely to provoke the fight between the centre and the Aam Aadmi Party government. The cabinet reshuffle in Rajasthan has been delayed yet again as the infighting in the Congress state unit continues relentlessly. Earlier, All India Congress Committee General Secretary Ajay Makan spoke to 115 MLAs including Sachin Pilot and CP Joshi. The meeting was organized to ascertain their views on the manner in which the party can be re-elected in 2023. However, even the meetings of Makan and Congress General Secretary K.C. Venugopal have not been able to end the fight between Ashok Gehlot and Pilot. Meanwhile, Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot decided to expand the cabinet by filing the 9 vacant berths. A laborer died and 11 others were injured after Maoists blew up a vehicle they were travelling in with an improvised explosive device IED in Dantewada district of Chhattisgarh on Thursday. According to police officials, the incident took place at around 7:30 a.m. near Gotia village under Malewadi police station. As per reports, those in the vehicle were mostly labourers. 3 of them were critically injured and were rushed to the hospital. One of them, Dan Singh, succumbed to his injuries later. The police suspected that the Maoist might have mistaken the SUV to be a police vehicle and targeted it. The UN Chief Antonio Guterres expressed his deep concern about the safety and protection of people in Afghanistan's Lashkar Gah, where tens of thousands of people could be trapped by fighting as the Taliban continue their ground assault. Dujarric said that since the start of the year, nearly 3,60,000 people might have forcibly displaced by the conflict in Afghanistan. The United Nations Assistance Mission in Afghanistan has called for an immediate end to fighting in urban areas, saying that civilians are bearing the brunt of the violence. In Kandahar, at least 5 civilians were killed and 42 wounded. Afghanistan Foreign Minister Muhammad Hanif Atmar spoke with External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar to discuss convening an emergency UN Security Council session on Afghanistan. Atmar said the UN and the international community must play a greater role to stop the unfolding tragedy in Afghanistan due to Taliban violence and atrocities. The Puri Jagannath Temple will reopen from August 15 for locals and from August 23 for those who will come from outside Puri. The temple will be open to devotees from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. The administration has made vaccine certificates or negative RT-PCR test reports mandatory for all devotees. Apart from strict direction to follow COVID-appropriate behavior, fully vaccinated devotees will have to produce a vaccine certificate, but those partially vaccinated or unvaccinated will have to furnish a negative RT-PCR test report taken in not less than 96 hours. Apart from the weekend shutdown, which is still in effect in Bhubaneswar, Cuttack and Puri, the devotees will not be allowed to enter the temple during the Janmashtami festival on August 30. The sanitization of the temple premises will be done during the weekend shutdown. The much-awaited grand opening of Ram Mandir in Ayodhya, Uttar Pradesh for devotees is expected to be held by December 2023. The construction of the 70-acre temple campus will be fully completed by the end of 2025. The entire complex is expected to cost around Rs 1,000 crore. Sri Ram Janambhoomi Tirth Kshetra Trust has been entrusted with the task of Ram Temple construction in Ayodhya. The Ram Temple Trust already has donations in the excess of Rs 3,000 crore. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had performed the Bhumi Puja and Shila Puja on 5th August last year at the Ram Janambhoomi. Jasprit Bumrah scooped 4 while Mohammad Shami took 3 as England was bundled out for 183 in the first innings on day 1 on the first test at Trent Bridge, Nottingham on Wednesday. At stumps, India's score reads 21-0 and the visitors are currently trailing by 162 runs. For Virat Kohli's side, Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul are currently unbeaten on 9 and 9 respectively. After bundling out England for 183, India openers Rohit and Rahul provided a solid start to the visitors and the duo ensured that India does not lose any wicket before stumps. For England, skipper Joey Root top scored with 64. Sam Curran remained unbeaten on 27, but England's innings folded for 183 in the 66th over.